Okay, so we're gonna be raising up our persuasion. And I think we can just go into the militia captains one. So I'm just looking through my notes. We should have one more thing for prudence. It requires a dedication versus 16. We have 10. And I don't know what attribute that might take, but it's probably either insight or intelligence. Oh, we can actually... Let's go down to adventure and see what that would be. How difficult it is. It's probably a blue. Yes. Right now it's blue. I think I have a spell that might help us, and we can probably also do the reminder sheet. But I would like to continue with the militia one, because we got quite a few to go through for that one. So let's look for a father's plea. Since the raid on the Black Rose safe house, you've had a few meetings with the captain. He seems to enjoy talking to you, even lets down his guard enough to share with you a few of his worries. Of course, when he starts asking you leading questions about the headmaster, you're forced to remember that the captain isn't just a rather tired man trying to do his job, but he's also an extremely clever tactician. He's interested in the headmaster for some reason, though he won't explain the detail to you. All you know is that he's getting suspicious about all the strange things that are going on in Minta, and he rather believes Orso Orsi to have something to do with it. Finally, you manage to convince him that the headmaster is hardly in the habit of confining in his pupils. You've met him once or twice, but you're not exactly on a secret-sharing terms. The captain grinned warily at that and dropped the interrogation questions, but you can't help but think that he still hopes to gain some kind of insight into the headmaster's brain through his acquaintance with you. Still, you don't worry about it much. It's business between the two men and doesn't really concern you. So when you're summoned to meet the captain today, you don't expect anything more than a comfortable chat in the nice easy chairs in the office. You walk into the militia headquarters, nodding amicably to the sergeant behind the desk. He winks back at you and you grin and walk into the captain's office. Just want to double check in on something. Yes, Orso Orsi does not like me. Rather to your surprise, the captain is slumped at his desk. He seems to be asleep and doesn't stir as you lower yourself into the chair opposite him. You knew he was busy. Everyone knows that. The Black Coasters have been putting pressure on the captain to increase the number of guards and crack down on the pirates who seem to be hanging around Minta. The captain talked to you about it several times, even going so far as to complain about the leader of the Black Coasters, who seems to think the captain is solely responsible for everything that goes wrong in the town. And there have been so many strange things happening. Aerodati, Assad the Lion, even the Black Rose. He's been worked off his feet. You suddenly feel very sorry for him and sit without making a noise for what feels like hours until he stirs and wakes up from his own accord. He groans and stretches, rubbing his eyes tiredly. You give a little cough and he glances up and nods warily at you. How long have you been waiting? You lie and tell him you've only just arrived. He obviously doesn't believe you, but he shrugs and tugs his coat into a sensible order. Thank you for coming. I have something important to discuss with you, he pauses, and you realize he's uncomfortable about whatever it is. You begin to panic, wondering if he's possibly found out something terrible about your past and is being pressured into arresting you or something. Oh, right, our Sky Pirate parents. Oh my god, that could actually be a problem, now that I think about it. The captain lets the silence grow to epic proportions, and you notice that he's fiddling with his quill stand again. It really is a horrible, ugly quill stand. He notices you looking at it and flushes uneasily. My daughter made this when she was a child. Oh, you feel bad, and instantly hope he didn't somehow overhear your thoughts calling it ugly. And that's why I want to ask you, he coughs awkwardly. Slugbed, I'm worried about my daughter. She used to write to me sometimes, even even after running off with him. He stops and you realize that you never heard anyone pour so much hate into one single word before. After a moment, the captain rubs his nose and continues, but lately there's been nothing. With everything going on, I'm afraid for her, and I want you to find her hideout for me. This is a bit much, but okay. The last bit is said in so much of a rush that it takes you a few moments to absorb it. When it finally sinks in what the captain wants you to do, you stare at him in open astonishment. He holds up his hands hastily. She was brought up in the militia, he explains. She can spot my man a mile away. It's their training. It gives them away. She won't spot you. You can do it, but will you? Sure, why not? The pleading in his voice is too much for you to refuse. The great tactician and the lawman, they're gone. In their place is a tired father, worried for his daughter's safety. You agree and hurry out of the room before you can ruin your reputation completely, like by bursting into tears. Wait, whoa, you like the swashbucklers. You don't want to betray them, do you? What? Wait, what? Why is that an option? Wait, what? Did I miss something? I might have missed something, but okay. Scouting. Go scouting for leads in the underworld. Flattery. Pretend to be a possible recruit and convince the swashbucklers to let you in. Sleuthing. Investigate. I'll do sleuthing because that sounds more like an observation kind of thing. After scouting around the various taverns for snatches of information on the swashbucklers, you finally come up with exactly the kind of information you wanted. They always wear red scarves, but they leave these scars at any scene of great triumphs. Therefore, they're always on the lookout for new scarves, new red scarves. Scouting. Go scouting for leads. Flattery. Blackmail. Oh. Well, we'll do flattery. Pretend to be a possible recruit and convince the swashbucklers to let you join, I think that says. Well, the swashbucklers aren't exactly hard to spot now, are they? You hang around in the center of town for a couple hours until you spot a thin young man who bears more than a passing resemblance to a mop. Damn! He's wearing a red scarf and the eye patch that you suspect he doesn't really need. Everything about him positively screams swashbuckler, and the way he keeps trying to convince the people on the street that they are oppressed by authority is a giveaway too. You wait for a few minutes while he gets through, rebuffed by the passing townspeople, and then when there's a lull, you wander up nonchalantly and strike up a conversation with him. Your eager interest in his cause seems to be a balm to his soul, and he gives you a full recruitment spiel telling you all about the swashbuckler's claws and how they're always on the lookout for new blood. You are fascinated, of course. Flattery and charm and wide-eyed enthusiasm seems to do the trick for the young man silently pats you on the shoulder. Comrade, I know that your pure heart will be of great use to us in this coming storm. You don't ask him what the coming storm is. You have the feeling that it's hyperbole. I will now take you to meet with our leader so she may approve of your commitment to our cause. You mutter something about your unworthiness, and he eats it right up. Before grabbing you by one of your hands and all but dragging you down a little side street, he explains as you duck quickly around sharp corners and down winding paths that the swashbucklers all have standing orders to be careful when returning to their hideout. You almost feel sorry for him. But then he adds that the reason for this caution is to avoid prying totalitarian eyes of the evil and nefarious captain of the Minta, captain of Minta, and his sluggish and dull men. You imagine the captain's drawn and worried face, and the intelligent and dedicated men who are working hard to keep Minta safe, and you suddenly aren't sympathetic anymore. These pirates deserve everything they get. Finally, the young man leads you out to a side street and up to a small ramshackle building with broken doors and toppling chimneys. He grins. I know it doesn't look like much, but that's our hideout. You'll have to wait out here for the leader. She doesn't like new recruits being shown into the secret lair. He's having so much fun using words like secret lair and hideout that you don't bother to tell him that you're hardly going to wait around to be introduced. As soon as he goes into the house, you run, and you don't stop running until you get back to the headquarters. You hurry back to the captain and make your report. He doesn't say much, but you can see that even just knowing where his daughter is makes him feel better. And he shakes your hand firmly and tells you that he will talk to you later. You decide to follow your instincts and leave him alone. He's got a lot on his mind. I don't know if I missed something. Like, is his daughter supposed to be the leader of the swashbucklers? Maybe I missed something in the readings, but I don't know. Great, more reading. It's not like my throat's killing me. Screams of fear tear up the piece. You look around to see what the big deal is. Some 20 yards away, it looks as though Godina Rimbal uniform has formed a mind of its own and is terrorizing everyone in its wake. Pretty soon, it's heading your way. You're sure you've never been given direction by any of your teachers on how to deal with a possessed Jersey, so you're gonna have to wing it. Glamour, find a way to attack it with bees. That's a choice. Observation, someone must be behind this, take a look. Incantation, it's time to rinse the evil Jersey clean. And revision spells, it's time to execute a tricky play of your own. We're going to go with observation, see what that does. You scan the area looking for some clues as to who caused this incident. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a figure crouching in the branches of a tree, wand extended. You follow the path of the wand with your eyes. It goes straight to the possessed Jersey. Then it dawns on you. That figure is using an incantation spell to control the Jersey. This is serious. Is it? I just like how it's like, find a way to attack it with bees. Negation, dispel the figure's control over the Jersey. I think that's what we're going to go with. Drawing out your wand, you focus on making your best negation, taking your time to make it form fully. As the Jersey gets within 2 arms lengths of you, you release the spell at him. Abruptly, it falls straight to the ground, just like an inanimate object should. Glancing back up the tree, you glimpse the mysterious figure hurrying to get away. You point your finger at him, shouting to everyone to stop him. As the mysterious figure is climbing down the tree, some professors catch him. It turns out to be Rue de Casga. He's in some serious trouble, and you're the brave student who saved the day. Ooh, I'm starting to make some enemies. I believe Rue is supposed to be like the prankster student of the school. Here's the passage here if you wish to read it. I am going to move on in 3, 2, 1. It's also still there. Let's see. Persuasion is at 7. Yeah, that sounds about right. I've increased my relationship with this teacher, who is the rhetoric teacher. Okay. I've also increased my mental bridging. Sure. Persuasion went up, and you have learned about a review thing and clarity. Oh, this could be useful, actually. Use the difficulty level is 4. Okay, 2 points to rhetoric. I need rhetoric for something, right? Oh, rhetoric is a main skill, so maybe not. I need things that are under rhetoric. Okay. Okay, let's see. Duran, Tallulah, and Piccolo all competed. You try to increase your flattery, but it's at maximum. You have decreased your relationship with Rue. I'll just go with. Increase our confidence by 1. I increase my relationship with her. Morvidius has impressed the legate Orsa Orsi. Good for them. And a lot of people failed at things, except for Evelyn with defaming Goldina. Good for her. Prudence succeeded at hanging out with herself and Piccolo. Good job. And that looks fine. Okay, I think we're gonna call it there. I've been recording for a good almost 2 hours. So let's see. We're close to finishing Prudence's adventure. We are, let's see. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more adventures in the Militia Captain. And next time, after we finish Prudence's adventures, we'll start going down Avalon's, which should be pretty quick until we get to her last 2 stages, which might be complicated. We'll see. We need to still increase persuasion, I think. We'll get that to level 9 probably. And we have to get study habits up for one of these adventures. I don't remember which. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We're probably not going to add anyone else to the clique. I think we're good on our clique. If we have enough time, maybe we can do Netta's adventure, but I'm not sure about that. Like, altogether, because I don't know how many more months we have left. Oh, we have a few with some holidays. So it might be possible. I'm looking for exams right now. Oh, I saw one. So yeah, we're a couple weeks off from an exam. So yeah, we might be able to do Netta's adventure. But yeah, I think that's everything that I'm thinking about right now. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. I remember someone saying they can't wait for me to see like the adventures for my familiar, Mr. Pebbles here. I went looking on the wiki though, I couldn't find any adventures associated with Mr. Pebbles. So if anyone knows about that, let me know. Though I don't think we'll do so good with them because I haven't really been training Mr. Pebbles. I've been focusing so much on myself and my friends. My bad. It's hard to juggle everything. Anyway, so if there's anything you want to see, just let me know and I'll try to do it if it's possible. Anyway, if you watched all this, all the videos and all of this video, you are awesome. Thank you. You are amazing. It really brightens my day when I see views and likes, and seeing people actually watch the whole thing it really does make me feel good. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, maybe go check them out. You might like them, and if you do, maybe subscribe and hit like and comment and all that jazz. They make it, those things make me feel better, seeing that people are watching my stuff, engaging with the stuff, and makes me feel better about doing the videos. Because sometimes a week goes bad, I feel like terrible, and I can't push myself to do a video. But when I see like people are enjoying this, I remember the joy of that, and it gets me to record more. So again, thank you if you do any of those stuff. And again, just check out videos if you already haven't. And other than that, I hope you guys have a good day. And guess I'll see you guys next time I record. Bye.